I have reserved, beloved children, for your times this celestial manna, given by my Spirit. It is this heavenly food I'm pouring from heaven. It is the outpouring of my Holy Spirit, filling your interior desert. It is love knocking on every locked door. It is love pleading as a beggar for a return of love, a smile, a regret, a sigh. It is I.
So for 40 years, I was away from the church. It was just incredible, the experience of God piercing my heart. These messages they touched your heart. They ripped mine open and changed me.
These messages are fulfilling the prophecies of the Bible and refer specifically to this era. It is the time of the Holy Spirit, who is pouring out his grace like never before in history. There are many conversions. People are turning back to God, and these lives are being transformed. But at the same time, there is a raging spiritual battle, as prophesied in the second book of Thessalonians, chapter 2. The signs are the end of times are apostasy and rebellion, this era of spiritual darkness. This is why God is leading his people himself through these messages.
Many times Jesus calls these times the end of times, which does not mean the end of the world, but end of an epoch. So in this end of times, God is renewing his creation. It's a new approach of God that's almost tangible. He's descending from heaven, manifesting himself in this special way to make his presence known and to make his home among us. For the Apostle St. John in the Apocalypse says, "He shall dwell among them, and they shall be his people, and he shall be God with them. Behold, I shall make all things new. Now I'm making the whole of creation new."
Wisdom, with all her glory, descends on a throne right in the middle of you all, to open the eyes of the blind, to open the ears of the deaf, and to resurrect the dead who litter this desert. Rejoice then, creation, for I am at your very door.
Each word coming from the mouth of God is anointed. Those who read the messages speak of recognizing God's voice and of recognizing his presence.
For me, what was very striking when I would read and pray with the writings, and for me there was a wonderful presence of Jesus while I was doing this.
Ima čovjek osjećaj kao da je tu Isus ponovo ovdje na zemlji.
Et elle nous enseigne, c'est le Seigneur qui enseigne, mais par sa voix, par sa main. Et ça, c'est une grâce, les prophètes aussi sont aujourd'hui.
My sons, my daughters, come to us in your silence, to obtain the gifts we can offer you. Thrice holy is our name. Do not follow a philosophy based on man's mind, for the viper will nest in you. Come to us instead and obtain the gifts of the Spirit, who can transfigure your soul into our heaven. Ask us from your heart, and you shall be called our child, our own.
Father Iannuzzi earlier spoke of the Lord leading his people to do his will, as Adam and Eve did before the fall. The messages teach and lead the readers onto the path of holiness.
Our will is the biggest rival to God's divine will inside us. The Lord tells us that we can regain the image of God only if we get purified through a true repentance and through a total effacement. Our soul then will be transfigured to become once again a perfect image of God. Then all our undertakings will be done without any flaw, since they would be divine and according to God's mind and will.